How does it feel now that you're going to the World Cup?
Well, it feels great. It's been a long, hard-fought campaign. We've faced some very difficult teams and venues in the months preceding these last couple of weeks. And if you think about, the places we've been, Kiev and Ukraine and Montenegro, we've gone down there and we've come away with a result on both occasions. And very passionate crowds there, and I'm absolutely pleased that we've actually gone through the whole of the qualifying period now with no losses. We're top of our group and we managed to start scoring goals. I think what I'm particularly pleased about in the last week and the two games between ourselves and Montenegro last Friday and then Poland this week is that we've scored 6 goals now, and that's been a really good way to end on a high and make the world sit up and take notice that we can score goals, that we're not just a defensive team, and we're going to go out there and do our best to try and win that World Cup. I think what's pleased me most in the last week has been the introduction of some of the newer players, younger players into the squad who've performed with outstanding results. In particular, I'd like to say that Leighton Baines has been outstanding in that left position, moving up the pitch, creating the extra width that we've needed, and that cross for Steven Gerrard's goal that sealed the Poland game was priceless, and I think we'll remember that for some time. The other major revelation of the week, of course, is Andros Townsend. I mean, what can I say about that young lad? I mean, what a talent. I mean, his pace, his incisiveness, his skill on the ball, he made a real difference. And I think if he performed anywhere near that level come the World Cup, we'll be in a good position. It's a shame I haven't got another 4 players like him, because we'd bring that cup home without any problems. That's the case. I know people say we're not a Brazil, Portugal or Spain, but bearing in mind, you've got to remember we did beat Brazil in February this year 2-1, so they're not unbeatable by this England side. But I think what we have to think about is are we able to compete with the players we have, and if not, what can we do about it? I think on that score it's quite interesting to reflect on what Jack Wilshere said in his Twitter tweet the other day, when he said that maybe we could reconsider the way that players become eligible to play for the national team. He may well have a point there, because if your great granny can come and be born in England and then gives you the right to play for the national team, it's no great stretch of the imagination that if you've lived here for a fair amount of time, why don't you be selected and be eligible? I mean, if you look at Luis Suarez, Ozil for Arsenal there, Yaya Toure, there's a whole raft of great players in the Premier League at the moment who've been living here for some time. And I'm sure, if we could get the rules changed by FIFA and they become eligible for picking, then that would give me much more options. And of course, if I pick 2 or 3 of those boys in our team, not only will they be outstanding for us, but of course they won't be playing for their present countries, and that will cause them a problem, particularly if you bear in mind that there are very few English players playing in foreign leagues at the moment at that sort of level. So they'll have very great difficulty in placing it. So anyway, on that note, I'm very much looking forward to next year. Let's have no more silly media stories and about some jokes going through. Because what I'm really demanding is things are said behind closed doors in the dressing room. That's where they should stay. And if I'm going to have any problems with players and their loyalty, then it's better I find that out now. So that going forward, we have a very solid team who are all behind the country, and we go to Rio to perform to our very best. Thank you.